How you doing, besties? It's me, Waddles, and welcome to the next entry in this year's List Week. Over the course of this year, Mojang has been cooking update after update. Now, many of these updates ended up seeing a full release at some point, but not all. Today's video is about those updates that are still currently in the oven. Over the course of the next however many minutes it is, we'll be taking a look at every single update Mojang is confirmed to be working on. No rumors at all. We'll take a look at those updates and explain a little bit about what their goal is and what they'll end up doing. Down below, I'd love to know, what is this single update that you hope becomes the Minecraft next year? And this update could be anything. Let me know about that, tap that like button, and get cozy. Let's go. And so there I was, inside of my survival world, running around until I randomly found a bundle. If only my inventory wasn't so filled with light gray stained glass panes, and if only the inventory didn't look so old as well. Right? And speaking of old, take a look at this menu too. Blech, if only that was updated. Well, they're working on it. If you're part of the Bedrock Club, or at the least you check out some of my preview content I cook up on the regular over here, then you would know that currently Bedrock is undergoing a gigantic UI overhaul. From the world selection screen to the create a world screen with a secret message. I mean, this stuff is beautiful. And I mean, heck, even over on Minecraft the Java edition, the devs went ahead and made a menu that looks. And on Java, Bedrock as well, this year they went ahead and revamped the pause world screen. That beautiful blur, it still shows shocking, but I love it. Mojang is currently cooking up a UI overhaul for Minecraft. Right now, it exists only inside of the menu, except that's the thing. I think it might kind of exist inside of the game too. Take a look at the bundle, an item that was added late this year. The UI right here is unlike any UI in the entire game, and it's so beautiful. Is the bundle the taste of a new UI that Mojang is currently working on? Well, maybe. Over the course of this year, thanks to some wonderful code lurkers and lookers, some strange updates, future updates to in-game UIs have been found. We don't know when these UIs will actually hit in-game, but they'll probably hit in-game at some time relatively soon. We're looking at currently things like the furnace, the chest, and the shulker box getting a brand new UI. It's currently not too clear just how far this new UI system will go. One quick glance at the time of the recording of this video, the most recent changelog for the most recent Minecraft Java Edition update. Scroll down, zoom out, scroll a little bit more and zoom back in, and oh my gosh, the technical overhaul that has been being overhauled inside of Minecraft the entire year. I mean, it's insane. Over the course of this year, there were so many snapshots and previews, and in every single one of those snapshots and previews, technical expansions, overhauls, code rewrites, brand new functionalities. I mean, gosh, there was so much going on under the hood in Minecraft this year. For our stated end goal with this one, we actually throw it back to what Agnes said Minecraft Live 2023. Right before her and Lydia began debuting the 1.21 Tricky Trials update, Agnes mentioned that they are currently working on tools on both versions of the game to speed up the release of updates. Fast forward into this year, and the entire time they've been working on this brand new component system on Minecraft Java Edition to make it way easier to implement enchantments, new items, custom blocks, and even more. Meanwhile, on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, it seems like the name of the game has been Java Edition parity, as well as, of course, expanded functionality. This technical update that's been going on for a hot minute now, I mean, where it will ever end, the devs will only know, but wow, these are some beautiful looking mountains, aren't they? Redstone. It's definitely one of the blocks inside of Minecraft. Yeah, at least I think. It is also, on Minecraft Java Edition, one of the 3 things with an experimental toggle. And the single thing with an experimental toggle that seems the most finished. So the end goal with this one is to make redstone a little bit more predictable. Now, the big example that the devs gave us with this one when they debuted the changes much earlier this year was this little setup with the pistons right here. Essentially, let's say we had some pistons wired up to a lever, and this lever was equidistant from the 2 pistons. Well, when I flicked the lever previously, it was randomized. Which piston would end up firing here? Well, it would be different every time. But now, it's all about the power source and which one is closer to whatever's being powered. So, for example, I move the lever over here. Every single time, consistently, this piston that's on the right will be fired. On the other hand, if I move the lever over there, the piston on the left every single time. Back to the middle, and every single time, the piston on the left is fired. The developers' note on the redstone experiments when they initially debuted in Snapshot 24W33A reads something like this right here. We know that randomness in redstone is usually unwanted. We are trying to make it to make a little bit more sense. We think this new way is maybe a little bit more logical. In the following snapshots, after they initially implemented this, they did make a couple of more adjustments and toggles to it, but since then, radio silence. When things go quiet from the Minecraft developers, especially for so long, it probably means one of like 2 or 3 things. Thing number 1, they have changed their mind and decided to just cancel this update. It's scrapped. Potential reality number 2, they've gone back to the drawing board. The devs very well could be working on the next iteration of these updates right now. Or that third and final possible reality is that the update is fully finished already, it's just waiting for an update that kind of fits thematically. Now, Bedrock Gang and Redstone for these updates, don't even get me started because they don't exist over there, and to be honest, I'm not sure if they ever will. Ooh, but on Minecraft the Bedrock Edition, that sunset, well, it could look a whole lot more juicy. Deferred rendering over on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This is something that the devs have been working on since 2023, and oh my gosh, how shaders are looking right now. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're so beautiful. Now, the end goal with this one, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Deferred rendering or shaders. Get full support for shaders on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, so presumably they could eventually say hit the marketplace and be available at a wider scale. The shader update has been undergoing tons and tons of different changes, toggles, and adjustments all throughout this year. Currently, where the shader update is sitting right now, I mean, they made it so water could look really, really beautiful. Sunsets, they're gorgeous with the ray tracing. Shadows that you can kind of see moving around behind me. I mean, it's all just so wonderful and stunning. I'm actually planning on checking out shaders sometime soon for a video. Well, hopefully, I'll end up releasing that video before this... Before this one releases, so if I do, there'll be a card on screen and you can check it out. Otherwise, subscribe and stay tuned, because that should be coming soon. I'm working on it. But that's not the only thing the devs are working on when it comes to Bedrock Edition. Relatively recently, on November 15th of 2024, the devs did an interesting, gigantic Q&A when it comes to custom biomes and world generation. The super intriguing Q&A that the devs did, that actually revealed quite a bit. Spawn spots and custom structures. So this was a question all about mobs spawning inside of structures and the customization of it all. Inside of the answers right here, we have quite a bit revealed about a mob spawning update coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition soon. Hi all, loving the discussion here. This is currently in the works, though given that mob spawning system is slightly delicate, we want to make sure we do everything in our power to smooth out the edges. That means more testing. Look forward to this stuff coming out soon. A follow-up question, does this mean the spawn rates could be in parity with Java 2? Once we get it into experimental sometime soon, we'll definitely need all the help that we can get to make sure everything is balanced and spawning isn't off. Later on in the Q&A down here, yep, as with all refractors, gotta start with the base system first. We're close to getting the mob system at parity with Java. At the same time, we're simplifying spawn rules. So not only is Java mob spawning seemingly coming to Bedrock Edition, and to quote the developers on this one, sometime soon, but spawn rules, say this chart right here, it might end up being simplified on both versions of the game as well, which is super intriguing. As not too much has officially been said or done publicly quite yet, at least since that Q&A, there's not too much else to say with this one, but obviously the end goal here is to make mob spawning and presumably mob farms the same on both versions of the game. God, I hope this means iron farms could finally be in parity on both versions. Please. Over inside of the Minecraft launch show, with the release of the Pale Garden drop and the Minecraft Bedrock Edition tab in Creator Tools, which is brand new, editor mode, wham, bam. The next major update Minecraft is working on. Now, the fact that this thing is finally moved into the launcher and is way easier to access is pretty huge. Selecting the version of Minecraft that you want to play editor mode in and then tapping create will lead the game to launch, except it's not the game. It's like a different version of it. After you launch the game, you'll have your world menu. Pick a world or make a world and all of a sudden you're moved over in game, and take a look at how different this is. I mean, menu on the left side, a menu on the right side. And actually, there's like so much customizability here inside of these menus too. It's pretty crazy. Now, editor mode is a crazy powerful tool for customizing your world. Essentially, if you're familiar with World Edit for Minecraft to Java Edition, it's kind of like that, except built into the vanilla game and for Minecraft to Bedrock. The amount of different tools, brushes, and things that are being added into Minecraft with editor mode is actually pretty crazy. The end goal with this one, well, it's not very clear, and it's pretty abstract here, with the building out of this tool and just basically making it even more powerful. One day, making that thing as powerful as possible. Oh, next up, one of the most exciting things that Minecraft is currently working on that we publicly know about for sure, minecarts. Minecarts are one of the coolest parts of Minecraft, except at the same time, no, they're really not. They're so boring and lame and dated. That is, until you mess with the minecart speed game rule. Look at that thing. That villager is flying right now, and if I sent it on a ramp, well, just you hold on a minute. Well, with a little bit of speed accumulated here, if I go ahead and place the lever right there, flick that, and sayonara, villager, goodbye. These minecart updates are genuinely so cool. The end goal with this one is to modernize the minecart, make them smoother, and make them a little bit more actually useful. When these minecart improvements were initially debuted in Minecraft's Java Snapshot 24W33A, same one as the redstone one, this is a little bit about what the devs said on it. Our goal long-term is to make vehicle travel, like minecarts, a viable option for players, compared to late-game options, aka the Elytra, that is just so overused. To achieve this, we made minecarts a whole lot better. Now, the changes that have undergone being changed inside of this update, I mean, there are so many. This whole video could literally just be on the minecart update. In fact, let me know if that sounds cool. For one right here, which is always super cool to watch, take a look at how smooth that minecart goes now. Now, I kind of forgot that that's going to accumulate a whole lot of speed really quick, but, like, it was moving really smooth. Another kind of neat one here that has gone down involves... Whoops. Let's try that one more time. A cool, neat one that has gone down here involves minecarts and they're jumping. Take a look at how smooth those jumps are. There is also, inside of accessibility settings, a brand new option when it comes to how your POV will change with minecarts. If I go ahead and enable that, jump in a minecart, check out what happens when I turn. Okay, that's enough of that, but basically my POV changes. To me though, really the cream of the crop. Oh, you're running? You know what I'm about to do? The cream of the crop when it comes to these updates is the being able to accumulate a lot of speed and, like, launch things, move way, way quicker. I'm not too sure when it is they'll declare that they've met their goal, but it's been a while since they've changed it. Oh, and for Minecraft the Bedrock Edition, unfortunately, nothing here. Alright, so we kind of already talked about technical updates much earlier on in this video. This one kind of falls in line with that, but at the same time, it doesn't too. On Bedrock Edition, add-on creators. The developers are currently making it so creators have many more options, including brand new, better and improved cameras, better structure blocks for Bedrock Edition, an aim assist thing that kind of ties in with the cameras, and basically just tons of other Bedrock Edition behind-the-scenes things. The camera one is maybe the most intriguing thing here. This new command is absolutely massive, and clearly, after all of these months, I've learned how to use it, definitely, absolutely. Another big functionality the devs are working on for Minecraft Bedrock Edition involves add-ons, basically expanding everything that you can do with add-ons, with hopefully one day custom biome structures, generation, and tons of cool things like that being possible. Villagers. So, I almost didn't even put this one in the video here, and I'm still not sure if it really qualifies as actively being worked on, but we'll go with it. At one point in time, a brand new villager update was a surefire and certain thing that would be making its way to the game sometime soon. Some of these updates were absolutely amazing. One of my favorite ones being the much improved cartographer villager. I traded with the villager, check out the trades, and look at that. At level number 2, brand new maps. If I, say, had remembered my compi and brought them over to the villager, I could actually buy my way to brand new biomes inside of my world. One of these maps is going to lead me to a witch hut, a swamp biome. The other one right here, well, this will just lead me to a taiga village. You could actually use the maps to explore around your world. That was so cool. Another large villager overhaul that had happened was the Armorer Villager 2. This was one of the later ones. This whole chart right here, it's all of the new Armorer Villager trades. In my opinion, the new version of the Armorer, who works at the Blast Furnace, was so much better. Now, the Librarian Villager trades, we don't gotta talk about them today. They weren't the best. But the Wandering Trader, oh baby, I can't believe I'm saying it, or could have been saying it, but it had some of the best changes there. The Wandering Trader would actually buy things from you. Not very many things, but still, buy things from you. Then you get a little bit of money, and you can say, turn it around and maybe buy useful things from the trader at better prices. The fact that the devs haven't touched this thing since the spring of 2024, and even then, they only barely touched it, makes me heavily nervous for this villager update. At this point, these updates are like a year and a half old. I don't think they're collecting feedback right now. Like, how much feedback do you need? At this point in time, not sure if this is just a lost update or if it'll ever come to the game, but they were updating villagers, and this experiment was on both versions of the game too. And last but not least, I guess we'll wrap today's video up with this strange teaser right here. Of course, right now, all of those updates are being worked on, but also some gigantic stuff is being worked on behind the scenes. Those 4 simple emojis, they're a teaser for whatever this next Minecraft update is going to be. Right now, not too much is actually known about this next mysterious update or updates that Minecraft is probably working on behind the scenes. But of course, with this new drop system being a thing and being worked on, updates are going to be releasing faster and faster than ever. That's exactly why I think next year is going to be one of the most intriguing years for Minecraft so far. And so, just about every update Mojang is currently working on, there we go. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give that like button a quick smack and subscribe if you haven't yet. Over the course of next year, I'd love to be the one to keep you up to date with all of the big news, changes, farms, and more. Happy holidays, everybody. It's been me, Waddles, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.